Dear colleagues and guests, welcome to the presentation about Global JAMP. What is JAMP? It stands for Java Mentoring Program. And by this presentation, we would like to open up a bit how and why educational solutions at EPAM appear, develop, and help the company to grow and succeed. It's not a secret that EPAM invests a lot into its engineers' development, as these people help to develop business as well as produce high quality and high-tech solutions. We also know that IT world is moving forward rapidly, and that's why each IT specialist strives to be in trend. Today at EPAM, there are more than 6,000 engineers with Java primary skill in more than 30 EPAM countries around the world. The number of technologies and frameworks used at our project is enormous, and their exploring is a must. So it's not surprising that one day in some of these locations, people started thinking of educational trainings and programs. That is how mentoring programs appeared in Belarus, Hungary, Ukraine, Russia, Poland, and other locations. EPAM geography grew, connections between countries and people developed, and eventually Java engineers here and there thought of the content unification. It was the right step, but it required leaders, coordination, and contributors. The process began around 2 years ago and was driven by Java Competency Center and its contributors. Global JAMP was released in June 2020. This mentoring program helps EPAMers to effectively build their career in Java. I suggest diving deeper into the goals the program is aimed to cover and the characters it's applicable for.
Well, using our program, we cover two main goals. For the employees, Global JMP helps to develop engineers, those who are willing to learn and manage their process of learning, as well as share knowledge and experience with mentor or expert. For company, flexible, effective, predictable, and demanded learning process that allow to give an employee the necessary set of knowledge in the shortest possible time and prepare for the project.
At EPAM, we have a special role, resource manager, and one of his goals is to help an employee to create his own career roadmap.
Very often, employees have a difficult choice of which technology they should study, which direction in their development they need to choose. This choice is extremely important, since the demanded and relevant technologies allow them to quickly develop and build a career. JAMP is very helpful in this process.
Global Mentoring Program provides statistical information about the technologies that are most in demand in each location, which greatly helps in choosing the right direction in employee development.
The program provides training modules that are most in demand in each location. Each module contains theoretical and practical parts with a duration of up to 2 weeks for production staff.
The program provides a ready-made roadmap for Java developers, which allow you to get the most popular knowledge of technologies that are most often used on projects in your location.
The program provides ready-made tools for managing the learning process using internal EPAM learning management system called Learn.
A flexible customization process that can adapt the program both for training 100 plus people and for individual learning paths.
Thus, the mentor receives a relevant roadmap in demanding study of new technologies. The mentor trains soft skills and share experience with the mentee. The resource manager has an effective, flexible training tool tailored to the needs of specific location. And it will not be difficult for him to prepare a person for a project.
Continuing the current thought about training people for the project. Let's imagine that you are a project manager and you need to upskill your team in short timeline. We could be at this point by different reason. We have already a team set up and this is brand new technology that customer wants to switch to. Or we need to improve knowledge for particular teammates to achieve better their performance. It could be any new teammate that could have some gaps in project technology list. To prepare a development program for a group of people, or especially individual one, could be very time consuming. And here, where a global mentoring program comes in place. As a project manager, what can I do? I write a request to Competency Center for particular demand, technology, time frame, add details about participants. competency center will find the appropriate program coordinator based on location. Coordinator will create a program for particular needs and provide all necessary support during program completion. So what at the end? Save time for project manager, reuse expertise, upskill team, happy manager, happy customer.
The interest in our program from clients or partners is growing. The most popular cases are: the client has a group of developers who worked with technologies that have lost their relevance or are outdated. These developers need to be switched to a new technology stack in the shortest possible time. To do this, we prepare a roadmap consisting of existing modules indicating the time for retraining and the necessary resources to start the program. Or the client makes technological investigation to understand how quickly he can prepare developers with a new secondary skill. For this, we calculate how quickly we will be able to create a completely new training program combined with existing and completely new training modules. In both cases, the program can significantly speed up employee training and get a predictable deadline for staffing development. Thus, we use our experience to build an effective and fast learning process that is used both in the company and outside.
I am in IT, but I would like to develop myself kind of another way. I want to switch my competency or get secondary one. Like if I am manual quality assurance, but I would like to become automation one. Or a developer. Being long time in IT, we understand that we can perform better in different area that is more interesting for us. It is possible to do having fundamental knowledge in IT, and our program will help you with that. What should be your steps? Reach TRM about your plans for future growth. You or resource manager can contact competency center or program coordinator directly. You can find them and learn. Program coordinator, based on ready modules, will help you to either join ongoing program or launch individual one. Let's your wish comes true.
Probably one of the most important stages of building complex training programs is the definition of the most popular knowledge. For this, we have chosen two directions: the past direction and the future direction.
If we are talking about the past, then we are interested in those technologies that have been used inside a location or project for a long time. The knowledge that is actively used on the project. The technologies the developer must have in order to participate in the ramp-up of account or for rotation between projects. Everything is quite simple here. We use a checklist that we ask the delivery manager or leading staff to fill in order to get the top of most demanded technologies through the aggregation of answers. Next, we're interested in 60–80% of the most popular technologies in the location, which we'll use to generate training program that helps developer to be in trend. At the same time, resource manager are provided with a reliable roadmap for employee training. For developer pass the program, the staffing process is easier. As a result, in a global perspective, we get universal developer and streamlined staffing since the majority of specialists have the necessary skills set for current location.
Now let's talk about the future, or how we can look ahead and understand what we need next in our program. To do this, we have several ways. The first is using the checklist that was talked about earlier. Using it regularly, we can see the dynamics in technologies that are gaining popularity. The second method combines several sources of new technologies at once, such as Competency Center, which analyzes incoming demand and requests the creation of new training modules. Also, staffing and sales specialists see demand for bottom-up technologies our specialists might be trained.
Our next step is to create the program content itself. But before we move on to talk about how we create content for the program modules, we need to talk about one more important thing. While developing the program, we take into consideration the specifics of the employees' work within the company. We have two categories of employees: those who have a production load and those who are on the bench waiting for the project.
We understand the importance of the delivery process and cannot overload employee with learning activities. At the same time, production people have flexible workload. Based on our experience, it is difficult for an employee to commit for the training for more than 2 weeks. That is why we use 2-week training modules supported by mentor, 1 week for theory and 1 week for practice. In case the technology is large and 2 weeks are not enough to study it, we divided it into 2-week training sprints with the prefixes basic, intermediate, advanced, etc. In this case, we get a modular training system with a high granularity that doesn't require long commitments from a mentee. And from management perspective, it is completely predictable in terms of getting skilled specialists in time.
With bench staff, everything is much simpler. The developer does not have a production load. It's a perfect opportunity for self-development. It could be either getting secondary skill or improving knowledge of cutting-edge technologies. Moreover, you can be not only a consumer of JMP, but it also is a perfect time to perform the role of the contributor. No matter on production you are or on the bench, you can build your personal learning path in JMP.
Now let's talk about the most important part, modules of the training program and how we create them. As mentioned before, the educational module is designed to train a production specialist for 2 weeks. What does module consist of? Obviously, it is theoretical part including video materials, links to training courses created inside EPAM or to external resources from our partners. And practical part includes coding tasks to consolidate theoretical knowledge. Besides theoretical and practical, there are also checklists for self-control and a quiz for checking the result. The best experts of our company are working on the module's creation. They applied their practical experience to develop high-quality content. I would also like to note that for each module, the feedback is extremely important in order to improve the training material.
Today, we have identified several large groups of Java stack-related technologies. Each group contains topic relevant for Java developer. Let us briefly describe you each group.
Core Java, a basic topic that is intended to cover the Java language main features. JAMP contains modules for a deeper study of Java core by junior specialists or switchers. And we are considering fulfilling this group with an additional modules for Java core basics that will allow beginners to make first step in Java.
Advanced Java, modules designed to deep dive and expand knowledge of the language tricks for more professional work.
Sprint is the largest and the most technological powerful framework that used in the most projects. Now, there are several modules that allow you to both study this framework deeper and understand the specifics of applying it in practice.
Software design, modules that help to create applications using the latest professional approaches.
DB, data storages and everything connected with them.
Architecture models aim to cover the aspects that will help you to describe the system's organization or structure and provide an explanation of how it behaves. They also focus on how the elements and components within the system interact with each other.
The trend of the last 5 years is an active transition to cloud solutions. Each developer must know at least one cloud platform.
The topic described are fundamental for Java development. JNet knowledge will help you to perform better on the project and move up the next career ladder.
Talking about how we deliver JAMP, I would like to get back to our stories as each of these cases has its own way. Remember our resource manager. No matter he wants to develop his team member in engineering according to the career roadmap or inspire to contribute to the program in order to share knowledge and expertise, probably the best way will be to do it in a classic one-on-one mentoring format. It is applicable for customized gaps closure in a short time for the exact project, for example. If we talk about project team that needs to be trained, we recommend using peer learning format here. Task cross-check together with feedback given to the peers on it helps not only to see each other's code, mistakes, or better solutions, but also develop soft skills as requires special communication proficiency. As for the clients, of course, it depends on the client's demand, but One of the formats that may be applicable here is group mentoring. One mentor has a group up to 5 mentees. All cooperation is conducted in chats and supported by group Q&A sessions. Mentor checks the home task and gives written feedback. All related questions are discussed within a learning group. Frankly speaking, it does not really matter what format you choose. The content of the program is suitable to cover the gaps and help you to reach your goals. All you need is motivation and desire to learn, grow, and succeed.
There are scores of people in the company who made invaluable contribution into JAMP development. They shared their experience and did a great job by teaching and developing hundreds of the engineers who have already completed this program in different locations. We would like to thank these people for their professionalism and their commitment to share knowledge and expertise with others. Also, I would like to highlight that the program isn't static. Due to the rapidly emerging IT world and technologies in it, we have to be in step with the times, constantly updating program modules. And we are open for new contributors. If you feel that are ready to help and become a part of it, please contact us and let's do it together.
If you wish to launch the program in your location, project, or for team members, please contact us via Ask Learn. If you wish to contribute, we are waiting for you. Contact our Java Competency Center and welcome to our contributors team. By the way, have you noticed a fox on the slides? Yeah, it wasn't a delusion. First of 3 of you who will indicate the slide or the topic will receive a memorable swag from Java Competency Center. Please put your answers in the chat. Thank you for being with us and enjoy the last days of that.